I think one thing that the law of attraction secret discussion might be a little bit inaccurate about is saying that we don't dare allow ourselves to think or be aware of anything negative like Iraq or anything that would upset us, because that's dark and bad and negative, and war is bad, and we shouldn't give any attention to it. I've heard some of the people in this discussion that's going on now saying that sort of thing. I don't think that's true. I think we do have to be aware of the world in all of its components, the negativity, the unredeemed aspects of life, as well as the more pleasing ones. But I do think what they might be meaning to say is that when we are in an environment or with a group of people or in a place that has a feeling of low-grade quality to it, that's our own law of repulsion telling us that that's not a suitable environment for us and we ought to extract ourselves. For example, I don't think we should go to movies or engage in discussions or go into places that feel low grade. They are not for us. For other people they might be suitable, but when you have that repulsion to a particular environment, it's probably beneath you.
Right, and these are just natural ways that we react. We don't really think about why, but it's in fact it is the law of attraction and the law of repulsion working through us. And this comes by way of the soul, and these are the laws that are working. And the more that we can realize that what we do throughout the day, what we think and throughout the day, is very much governed by these cosmic laws, or these universal laws. Maybe if we began to see ourselves in those terms, we'd have a much broader picture and see ourselves as, as cosmic beings or solar beings, because we're reacting in the same way that planetary bodies react, and that all the physical manifestations on the earth react in much the same way.
A lot of the focus on the law of attraction has to do with the acquiring of material wealth. And there's an interesting aspect to that. The spiritual law is that to those who give, all shall be given. In other words, we should give in order to receive, in order to give again, viewing money as a kind of a flowing energy that passes through our hands and moves on to do spiritual work. But the discussion of the law of attraction sometimes seems to imply that one should attract a lot of wealth to hold and keep for oneself and one's own benefit. I don't think that's the most spiritual approach to that law. We get what we give, not only in terms of material resources, but in terms of whatever comes back to us. And that applies to love. Those who want love in their lives attract it by giving love. Don't wait for somebody to love you. Give love. Give it abundantly and without question, and you will find more love than you can possibly use comes back to you. That's part of the law, that to those who give, all shall be given.
Just cast your bread upon the waters.
Yeah.
For those people who just tuned in, you're listening to Inner Sight. Our topic for today, the law of attraction. We have a special offer today from Lucis Publishing Company, and that's the complete collection of the Alice Bailey books, all 24 esoteric books by Alice Bailey. It's all esoteric philosophy, and I guess one of the reasons why we're making the special on the entire collection is because, well, in regard to today's topic, the law of attraction, it's found in numerous books. There are so many of the Alice Bailey books that follow that particular theme, and I guess when you peruse all of the books that have this particular theme, I don't know how many in general have them, but several of them do. You'd have to look it up in the table of contents and find out find out which books contain further discussion on that particular law of attraction. So the entire collection is on sale today. If you call up Lucis Trust, 1-866-695-8247, you can find out about the entire collection. It's a 10% discount on the entire collection. You would have to buy the entire collection in order to receive the 10% discount. I personally think that the books are underpriced as it is. I don't want to give Sarah and Dale any ideas, but when you go into any bookstore today, I mean, my goodness, the wealth of information in the Alice Bailey books, and also there's such large books. I mean, it's amazing for what they're selling at as it is in this day and age, where everything is inflation seems to be hitting everything. But here you are, you're getting a 10% discount on all 24 books. So take advantage of the sale and give us a call at 1-866-695-8247. Ask about the complete collection of Alice Bailey books. The easy way to remember the phone number is 1-866-NY-LUCIS. Think of 1-866 New York Lucis. Lucis is Lucis. All of our Inner Sight programs can be heard on our website at www.lucistrust.org. On the home page, you'll find a link to today's program, which will be available for hearing in a day or two. Last week's program is already available, and many of our past programs can also be heard. Once again, the website, www.lucistrust.org. The theme of each week's program is posted in advance on our website, also so that you can see in advance what next Sunday's program will be. And also, those people who like this show, there's so many people who have expressed interest in this show, and that have also given us an idea that the show that Inner Sight has impacted their lives in very significant ways. So if you'd like to support Inner Sight, keep us on the air. That's the way we continue doing these shows. Donations are tax deductible. They can be sent to Lucis Trust, 120 Wall Street, New York, 10005, and that would be in the form of a check or money order. All donations, large and small, certainly are an indication of your support, and they all collectively help us out. Once again, it's Lucis Trust, 120 Wall Street, New York, 10005. And of course, I've been listening very attentively to Sarah and Dale speaking about the law of attraction. It's certainly a trend right now with that film, The Secret, that's going around, that was on Oprah. And, actually, I think it's misnamed. It certainly is a catchy title for the film, The Secret, but Alice Bailey wrote these books many, many years ago. I think it was during the 1930s or 1920s maybe, and 30s, and even a little bit after that. But she wrote about this information about the law of attraction. And then also, Sarah, isn't the law of attraction part of the ageless wisdom going back thousands of years?
Yes,
it's nothing new.
It's one of the fundamental laws that govern the universe. So it's new to some folks who have discovered that it works in their own lives, and they want to tell others about it, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But yes, it's an ancient law. One of the interesting things about it is that it works with sound. And
that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we have a couple of images that come to my mind. The Pied Piper of Hamelin, who played his pipe, and the children followed him wherever he went. That was a myth or a fairy tale of Denmark, I think. And then there is the image of the Swami with the cobra in a basket, and the Swami plays his flute, and the cobra rises up in response to the sound. There is a factor of attraction in sound, and there was the siren call of the spirits that dwelt in the Aegean Sea and attracted Odysseus into a vortex of a whirlpool and pulled him under.
Almost got him to crash against the rocks.
Yes.
Sirens,
Yeah, but there's a good aspect to sound, and that is the power of the sacred word, the Om, which can be sounded as an attractive medium, Alice Bailey said. In a deeply spiritual sense, it can draw spiritual